Hello everyone, my name is Ange and I live in Olympia, Washington. This is my very first video. I want to give a big shout out to Patty, Northwest Lady 1949, for all her help and encouragement. The book I want to show you today is a bicycle journal that I've created. I was inspired by a Graphic 45 book made with the Ye Olde Curiosity Shop papers. I thought, oh, that's a pretty good size for a bicycle journal. So here we go. I used Die Cuts with a View, the Timeless Type stack. It had 48 sheets, which really came in handy when I wanted to redo a couple of the pages. The charm that I put together has a little plastic insert charm. One side says renewed, the other side has a bicycle. I twisted up some wire for my own bead and also added a gear and a bicycle and a flower to the charms. For the cover, I wrote out the words "Just Ride" and put it on one of the tags I had in my stash. I went back and forth about whether or not to put anything in this area. It has kind of a nice swirl there and also has some kind of diamonds in the paper where it's shiny. So I decided to go ahead and leave it. For the closure, I have these little eyelet loops. They're called Boot Loopy Brads, and you can tie any kind of a string through it. It came with floss, red, white, and black, and I might change it out to put some more durable type of string on it. Inside cover, I've got the script, and then here is the first page. I used the paper in the stack and put an acetate sheet in there. I had some Tim Holtz words, and so I put Journey and Adventure on the tag. For this tag, I used a thin little picture holder, pushed it through the paper, smashed it down with the pliers, and then put black paper on the back to make it smooth. Figured you could do some journaling on this side if you wanted. This one does not open. Next page, I had fun grunging up the tear. I have a tag here that has a cork piece for a pull tab. These are just stickers. This particular tag, when I was preparing for the videotaping here, I just about destroyed this page trying to get the tag out. I had used double-sided tape instead of glue, and so it's always a good idea to use a glue. The sticky tape sometimes it gets warm and then spreads out some, I think. This is a sticker, and then this little plastic pouch I had in my stash. I had some larger ones as well. I decided to make a little tag that had a little stagecoach on it. It's actually from a cigar label, and what I did was I put some glossy accents on it to make it shiny and show up. It does open up, so you can put a little tiny message in there if you like. I like tiny things. The next page is pretty simple. It's a postcard from the stack. I put a slit in it and aged it a little bit, edged the outside of the postcard, glued the three sides down, and then slid the tag in. Here's another tag behind it. And I've got one of the little Tim Holtz charm holders right there. It's a brad. It's real handy for tag handle. The next page is a pretty simple tag. The charm here, I have to mention, was from a little bracelet my daughter had when she was in grade school, and she didn't want it anymore. It had several of the little flowers, and I thought it went well with the little typewriter button colors. I really like this old-fashioned typewriter key buttons. I think that looks pretty neat. I used a Tim Holtz die and then scored it and folded it, and then I also put a little bit of a shadow there to give it a little bit more depth. The next page is a pretty simple tag. I wanted to make this match the background. and slip a picture under there if you want. It also has a pouch right there as well. The little postage stamp is a little acetate stamp that I had in my stash. Here's another one of the postcard pages. Put the little, I used a Tim Holtz gear to use for a pull tab. Little file folder. And I hung a couple of the tags from the stack with the Tim Holtz paper clip again. This next page had a clock face on it. It had the minute hand, but it didn't have an hour hand. So I decided to go ahead and attach an hour hand, and I used a little square brad. For the tag, I just grunged up a clothespin and made a little thin tag. You can also stick something in the corner here if you want. The next page is pretty simple. I used part of the key page out of the stack. They have these tags already. I liked them, and I put my own eyelet in there and stuck some string on there. For this one, I cut it out of the stack as well and stuck the bicycle on it. And then I put my own little cardboard tab on there from the stash that came with the butterflies and stuck a couple of those square little brads on it. This page has an aged rose on it, and out of all the paper in the stack, second to the bicycle, of course, I really like this paper. I put a little latch there. Open it. Put stuff in there if you want. Put a little flower on a brad there. Another grunged up butterfly. Put my little bling on it. This page was a lot of fun making the pocket for it. Kind of made a gate opening. I thought that was kind of neat alphabet. I wanted to put the words together, always ride. Let's see, is that a Tim Holtz tag? For this page is, I just put a postcard and then the little file folder again. For the edge of this, I was inspired by the paper with the little butterfly and the word dream on it. It's hard to pick up with the camera, but you can see there's a little bit of script. It really is cute. A little script across there. For the last page, I used a pull tab from Tim Holtz and stuck the little bicycle in there. Enjoy the ride, another acetate window I created, and I had to put a little bling there, stamp a bicycle, and you can see you can actually go in on the side on this one. And then for the inside cover, I used a piece of plastic acetate that I had used Stays On, stamped the old bicycle, put a little bling on it, and of course had a hole in it, so I had to put a dragonfly on it. I love dragonflies, unless of course I'm going 25 miles an hour down a hill and one hits me in the forehead. Thanks for watching.